Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rubens, and welcome to Rocket.Chat within Eclareon. Please let me your questions and comments on your right chat panel. So let's begin. How to use Rocket.Chat inside Eclareon, and following the situation of a project, of roles, announcements, what we can do in order to assign channels or situations for management, finance projects, festivities, COVID announcements, etc. So let's go to the practical demo right now, and then let's go later on to general usage, integrations, having some fun and experience yourself with and expressing yourself through Rocket.Chat. And just at the end, we will have like 7 minutes for frequently asking questions. All right? Okay, so let's begin. Let me share my screen here, my application of Rocket.Chat. So here we have the demo of Rocket.Chat that is available directly at rocketdemo.nisu.io. And we're going to see exactly the first usage, that is creating a simple project or a simple announcement into Rocket.Chat for Eclareon. All right, so here we go. And the first thing that you guys, for those who doesn't manage a lot Rocket.Chat, you have the freedom, even if you're not the administrator of Rocket.Chat, to create channels in order to create a project or to create a group. For that, we're going to use the little pencil here on the left bar. We're going to go here, and we are going to create channel. And here we have immediately two possibilities. It can be a private channel, which means that it won't be listed in the directory of channels, or it can be a public channel, which means a lot of people can see it and join in without anyone's invitation. Here we're going to do a simple channel, and it's going to be, for example, okay, EU barriers for the wind energy. And immediately I'm going to start inviting my colleagues. So I'm going to start inviting Jack, and I'm going to start inviting Marvin, and I'm also going to start inviting Natalie. There you go. And just like that, I just create a new channel that is called EU barriers for the wind energy. The second thing we need to do is that if in this project there is two project managers, the main thing that we should start doing is assigning roles. Now, roles are set here in the information in room info. Sorry, here in groups members. And what we are going to do is that I'm going to assign Marvin as the moderator of the channel. So this is the way I assigned Marvin as the moderator of the channel. And the options that Marvin will have is that he will be able to delete messages, to invite other members of Eclareon into the project, or to take out members of from the channel as well. Another thing that we're going to start doing immediately with my project channel is we're going to work with the information for other members that maybe come around and see the channel. So here, in that sense, we're going to set on topic what is this channel about, and we're going to say, okay, this is about political research barriers on rocket barriers within the EU. And we're going to make an announcement. The announcement will be the website that we are going to make the project. Is going to be just a quick sample. So EU, okay, winged barriers.eu, and that's it. Now we're gonna save it, and now you will notice that there is not only the title here, but there is also the topic just below. So everybody can have a quick idea of what's the topic and what's the channel about other than the subject. And then we're gonna start just typing here to say, okay, let's begin the project tomorrow. Now, the thing that we're gonna see is that, okay, I made a mistake, typo mistake, and in order to correct it, the only thing I have to do is just, I'm gonna hit the up arrow, and you will see that I will be able to correct my last message just immediately. It's gonna obviously tell everybody that this message has been edited, so there's no issue there. And now what we're gonna do, it's we're going to start a parallel conversation. So let's say that uh, Marvin is gonna say, okay, let's begin, or okay, I can't do it tomorrow. So in order to keep my channel properly, I'm going to avoid to start having personal conversations in the channel. If it's something relative to what just Marvin said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a parallel conversation. So I'm going to make a thread out of this last message that he sent to me. For that, I'm just going to put my mouse over the message, and there is this button that says replaying thread. In replaying thread, what is going to happen, it's that I will be able to not pollute the channel with information that is not really relevant to it, but it has a parallel data for it. So I'm going to say, okay, let's program it for the next week. Or maybe after tomorrow. So all the messages are going to be accumulated into this last message that we're going to call thread. And the rest of the channel is going to be with more proper information when the people are scrolling over the messages. So that's one of how to use the parallel conversation into channels. Other usage that we do in Rocket.Chat for channels is to start departments. So, for example, I can start, for example, the finance department, and say, okay, finances, and then here I'm going to start inviting only the people that should be able to do finance or have access to finances. And another thing that we can do, obviously, that will be a private group. Another thing that we can do with channels is that we can have, for example, announcement channels. Announcement channels are channels where we're going to make announcements for everybody, but we don't want all the members to intervene into the channel. So they're just there to listen. That's all they do. So for that, I can immediately start inviting my members here. So I'm going to invite all these members here. And what is going to happen? So let's say this is holidays channel. Okay, so the holidays channel, what is going to happen in the holidays channel is, okay, we're going to say tomorrow is holiday. What is going to happen is that everybody, I'm going to show how others sees it. So here is how other people are seeing it. So holidays is that I can see everything that it's going on, but I won't be able to make any comment on it. And that's the other usage for channels, obviously. Another general usage. So one thing that is important about channels, it's not populating with the wrong information. That will allow you to keep a search clean and to have accurate information about it. So let's go back to our Rocket.Chat application, and let's gonna see how to, for example, search for information. The first thing that you're gonna notice is that we have just in the left panel a search button. So this search button, it will only search the channel name. So for example, if I want to search something relative to EU, and I was gonna say, oh, okay, let's gonna go to the channel of turbines. So here is the channel of turbines, and here inside the channel of turbines, if I want to search for a specific message, I will gonna use the right search messages tool button that is here, and I'm just gonna type for the message or the word, the keyword that I'm looking for, and then the system is gonna immediately locate it on it. Another important thing is that during the lifespan of Rocket.Chat, you're going to start having a lot of channels, and you would like to only have on top your favorite ones. So to do that, in order to do the channels, your favorite channel or a favorite person, the only thing we need to do is that we just need to click on the little star over here, and this person is going to be in my favorite groups. So I will be able always to see it just on top of my favorites. Sorting is also very important. So some of you are going to work with first in, first out messages in order to treat them. So for doing that, we have the sort tool here. And we are going to be able to have two types of sorting. One is alphabetical, and the other one is activity. So activity will allow the people that has to take care of all the messages relative to them to always have a sorting according to what was the last message related to them or when they are mentioned them. Quick example is that, for example, if let's say that Marvin mentioned me, it's gonna say like here, let's say, okay, how are you doing? You're gonna see that I've been mentioned, and the only thing it's gonna show me here, since I group by channels, is that I have a read message, and it's gonna come up to the top into this group. Now, what I can do is that I cannot ungroup any of the channels, and that will allow the whole conversation or the whole group or the whole person to come right to the top of the conversations and channels. All right, so another thing that we can quickly do is video and calls. So I can do two types of calls. I can do a direct call with someone. So for that, I would just click onto the person, and I'm gonna click into the small button over here that says call, and I can immediately initiate a video conference or a video or an audio call with that person. But I can do the same inside a group and make a video conference call with all the group. That's some with the same button. That's some of the main general usage that we have into Rocket.Chat. Okay, so let's go to see a little bit about integrations. Integrations is how can we have Rocket.Chat in other than the internal communication of Eclareon. So we're gonna have I'm gonna give you a quick example here. So let me go to your own server. So here it is. So I am here in your server, and you're gonna notice that we have a new tool that is called Omnichannel. The Omnichannel system is a live chat system that we can integrate into websites and then start receiving communication from people that do not belong to the Eclareon, but they are visitors into other projects or to other websites that Eclareon has created. So just to give you a quick example, so let me give you another sharing of of what can be an integration done. So let's go, for example, to winharmony.sigma.inc. So this is a WinHarmony. This is a project made for Eclareon as well. And we have a database here. So into the database, there was a request where the users of the website can come and ask anything about the database or request a correction of data. So instead of doing that through email, we install here a quick live chat from Rocket.Chat. So what is going to happen here is that the person can come and start making questions about it. So, hi, I have a question about legislation, for example. And what is going to happen in that moment is that it's going to ring a bell into our Rocket.Chat application. So we can see it here. And we're going to see that Robert De Niro is asking a question. And I can have a direct conversation with Robert and say, hey, what is your question? And the user is going to receive it directly into the website. So I can interact directly with people asking questions into a website, or what we can do is directly forward this information to the researcher or the moderator of the project, or even send the transcript directly to the visitor if he has already going offline from the website. So this is one of the great advantages of Rocket.Chat, allowing us to keep our mailbox clean and to have all the information located into one single tool. Another quick tool that I wanted to show you of integrations of Rocket.Chat will be the project that we did with the latest project that we did with Eclareon. It was the RMP database, and how can we integrate these kind of tools with this system. So let's go to it. Hold on a second. There it is. So that. Okay. Share screen. Sorry about that. So this is the project of RMP database in which a lot of researchers and moderators from Eclareon did work this year. So one of the main obstacles that we had there, it was a conversation mode. How the researchers can talk with the moderators about the barrier or the item in place. That was kind of a difficult situation for us because we had to develop a whole system where they could make a conversation about an item or not. With Rocket.Chat, what we can do is integrate a channel per barrier or per item and allow the moderators and the researchers to have a conversation about this item just right here. So this will allow, for example, to have a quick conversation on the system, but keep going on Rocket.Chat in all platforms. So, for example, every time that a researcher is asking or requesting something about this to a moderator, the moderator have already the notifications in his desktop application and his or her phone, allowing to respond or to go immediately to the barrier in question and respond about it. So this is another quick example of how can be used with Rocket.Chat and other applications. All right, so we still have some time, so I'm gonna just make a quick also example of how to make have some expression yourself and have some fun also into Rocket.Chat, and that's done into the. Let me show it to you. Oh yeah, it's here. Rocket.Chat. So into Rocket.Chat, we can also have several applications, like for example, Giphy, that it will allow you to express yourself with animated GIFs and animated memes. So to do that, for example, instead of just typing a long thing of how are you feeling, you can just say, okay, /Giphy, and you can say, I am feeling happy. And this app is going to try to find any GIF animator of Mimi that will try to express myself in a more fun way than just words. So that's the last item on the agenda, and I'm going to let you guys some time to do the questions for this little webinar. All right, so we create this channel just here, and there you go. I cannot see any questions right now, so if someone has any question or comment, we are gonna put it there. I see that you guys have been already. Can you have a call? Okay, so this is a great question. Can you have a call with people not having so can you have a call with people not having Rocket.Chat? Yes, you can. So the live chat allows people directly into the website to initiate a call. So for example, I can have a call here with Robert De Niro, and I can start making a call directly. I can either start just a voice message, or I can really start a video conference. So the video conference will be launched on the website, and you can just have the option to have a quick call with the person. All right, let's go to see it. Okay, can you show us the integration with email? Bum, 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 bum. So can you show us the integration with email? Yes, of course. So an integration with emails look this way. So here we have in the demo, we have integrations with email, and this is what it looks like. So we set like an info at or a help desk at Eclareon.com email, and then all emails, they will arrive to independent channels depending on the sender. So this is, for example, from uscd.edu, and then okay, he's asking everything, and I can just reply to the person directly here on the message. So that way we won't have, or I don't have to go into a general inbox system. This we use when we have a team of people that has to take care of a single inbox address. And then you need to see who has responded or not immediately to the people sending emails to this mailbox. All right. But about the call, can you organize a conference call like in Zoom? Yes, you can. So you have two choices of conference Zoom. So you can just like come to a, let's say, let's go to here to this channel, and I can just click call, and it's going to invite everybody immediately on of this project. So if I just click here, it's going to start the call, and it's going to start making the whole video conference for all of you, and you can just guys just join in and start the video conference on it. Another way to do it is, for example, exclusively using the Jitsi system, which you can just request to it. So, for example, let me show you a quick example here. I'm gonna use this as an example. I'll say yes. And then it's going to start the video conference with everybody here. And it's going to be like kind of a Zoom. If some more people join in, then it's going to start dividing the grid, etc., etc., etc. All right. Regarding the call, let's put this one here. So regarding, Robert asked, regarding the call, is it also possible to invite someone else to a call who is not using Rocket.Chat? Yes, you can do that directly with Jitsi. Let me show you a quick example on it directly in one of my Rocket chats. So here, let's say I can just say, for example, Jitsi, and I can say Eclareon test meeting. And what it's going to do is that it will create this URL address, and the only thing I need to do is open this URL address and send it to my other parties by email or by WhatsApp or by any other means, and they will be able to join into to the web conference. All right, let's go back to your questions. Is this webinar recorded? Yes, it is. It will be automatically available in YouTube once it's finished. So what we are using now here is a mix of platforms between Rocket.Chat, YouTube, and StreamYard, which is another software for webinars that allows me to present the things the way you are seeing it now. So, and then, yes, obviously, after right away, immediately the webinar is ended, it's already ready to see over YouTube. Any other questions? All right. So it seems there is no more questions today. So anyway, we can, since we are using Rocket.Chat to talk over this webinar, you guys can still making me any questions over the same channel. We're not going to close it, and we can still making any test or tryouts that you want. All right. So that's it, and thank you very much for assisting to the webinar. I hope that this has allowed to your team and Eclareon to expand more about the usage of Rocket.Chat. Thank you very much, and see you later.